This is Ron, and I'm bringing to you a new episode of Empire Coins and Collectibles. Actually, this is episode number 9. I have a couple of coins to show you today. Yes, we are continuing the doubled die journey where I'm building my collection, trying to get one double die from each of the countries in the United Nations. The other coin I'm going to be sharing with you is kind of a unique coin. It's a double struck coin, and yes, I love those types of errors as well, simply because of the uniqueness of the coin. I'm going to show it to you in just a moment. But before I go there, if you could, please like, share, and subscribe. That would help us immensely with our channel, and perhaps anything we say might be entertaining or insightful would be helpful to you. As a matter of fact, I know Miss Empire is always poking fun at me. Perhaps she'll be a little kinder in this episode, but if I stumble, be assured she's going to make commentary on it. All right, with that, one of the other things I would like to do before we show the coins is to give a shout out to one of my providers. And when I say one of my providers, I buy coins from garage sales, estate sales, yes, pawn shops, coin shops, gold and silver shops, and I buy coins off of eBay. Actually, I buy a number of coins off of eBay, and there's a few sellers that I've done repeat business quite often with them. And actually, Martin Wetmark is one of those sellers on eBay that I do quite a bit of business with. Actually, I've got maybe 2 or 3 more coins that he shipped out of Sweden to me, and I just got notification that they had arrived in Chicago O'Hare International Airport. So I know that they're going to be merging in with the postal mail stream here shortly. And maybe I'll be able to share some of those coins with you in the not too distant future in one of those episodes. But I'm going to switch camera view, giving him a shout out because he is one of the better sellers on eBay. Of course, all the sellers on eBay are pretty good, and you can always confirm that by looking at their feedback. Okay, I've switched camera view, and here's Martin's business card. Let me see if I can get it all in view. So if you enjoy collecting error coins, I would highly recommend Martin and his eBay store. It's Martin's Error Coins. And then, of course, he has a homepage, martinserrorcoins.com, where he has a gallery of pictures of error coins, which are just magnificent. And he has a number of them for sale as well. So you can go on eBay and look for Martin's Error Coins, or actually go to his website and see if there's anything there that fits your collecting genre, if I can say it that way. Okay, let's go ahead and switch cameras back to me. I always like doing that because when I find an exceptional source of good value, people need to know about it. And it's just one of those ways that I help other collectors as well. One thing I might remind you of, if you buy from overseas, make sure you're certain of the source. Yes, I've had a few problems overseas, but not many. I've had 1 or 2, and I've done, I don't know, not quite hundreds of transactions, but tens of transactions, probably in excess of 30 or 40. But in any case, if you place an order with an overseas provider or seller, give it a few weeks, not days, because it has to go through their mail system into the international stream. And when it arrives here in the States, it's received at one of the ports of entry, and it is merged into our local mail stream. And so it will take you 2, 3, 4 weeks tops, I think, depending on where it's coming from. Okay. Now, of course, if you order something from Canada, it will get to you pretty quick, right? Our Canadian friends up north are really good about getting it into their mail stream, and then it's a short jump over to the States. So let's start with the coin that I bought from Martin. I'm going to show it to you on this small camera here, and then I'll put it under the coin microscope. So I'm changing camera views. And I'm hoping, I'm going to put it up close to see if we can get it to focus. There it is. Now notice this. It looks like a couple of knights are charging through a field. I don't know if they're getting ready to do battle, but I love the picture here. And the coin is double struck. So in the real coin, and we'll look at that in just a moment and talk about it, the coin that doesn't have the arrow on it, it's a single knight. This one is 1945. I think there were somewhere in the neighborhood of 250 million of the normal circulation coins minted. So this is a pretty rare coin, and that there's probably one of. I doubt that they struck more than one or two or three before they discovered that there was something wrong with the press setup. This one escaped the collar, moved around, and got double struck, right? So it's a beautiful coin. And notice I have it in the carrier. I've got it ready to go into ANEX. I'm going to be submitting another order. I just received one order. I'll be doing an unboxing of that here shortly, but I've got 4 or 5 other orders out to ANEX, and there are 20 to 27 coins a piece being graded. Now, some people may say, well, you shouldn't send inexpensive coins to ANEX. Well, here's my comment about that. This coin probably cost me in the neighborhood of about $60, somewhere in that neighborhood. Wasn't a really expensive coin, but it is of aluminum. And aluminum is a very soft metal. And the problem with that, of course, is you can sneeze on these coins and mark them up, right? I mean, the aluminum is so soft that if you drop it, you could dent it. So when I find a unique error like this coin here, I'm going to, if it's going into my collection, I'm going to send it off to be certified. And again, this is such a unique coin with the knights charging through the field. I say knights plural because the double struck put another knight on it, that I want to protect it and conserve it for any future collector after I'm done with it or after I'm done myself can pick it up and enjoy it as well. So let me go to share my screen. I'm going to share the website. Is it up? I'm not sure if it's up just yet. Let me change the scene. Okay, yeah, it is. Let me pick it up here. I'll share my screen. And there we'll take a look at the reverse. Can we make that large? Okay, so what we've done is got an insert here. And you can see the shield, the coat of arms, and it's Diez 10 centavos, right? Beautiful coin, but it is made of a soft metal. So let's look at the specs. Notice it was minted from 1940 to 1953. Ours is 1945. The Kraus number is 766. And please remember, the Kraus identification number is for the uncirculated coin, not the error coin, okay? Actually, it's not centavos. Excuse me, I was mistaken. It's 10 centimos, meaning it's 1/100th of their equivalent dollar, right? And it weighs 1.9 grams. It's 23 millimeters in diameter, 2 millimeters thick. And down below here, we'll check the mintage that I told you. So here's 1945. Yes, it's 250 million were minted. So that means it's not a rare coin. However, this coin that I showed you earlier, and I'm going to be putting under the coin microscope, is rare. So let me stop the share. I'm going to take it out of the little carrier that I've created. And again, I have set this up in preparation of sending it into ANEX. And you guys know I do like ANEX's presentation of the coins that they grade. I think the coins look really good in those particular, and I just dropped it, in those particular slabs. So here it is. I'm going to put it over here, face up, under the coin microscope, and then we'll switch over and let you get a good look at it. My wife will say, I'm like a bull in a china shop from time to time. I almost spilled my coffee. All right, we're going to change camera views and go to the coin microscope. And there it is. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, there's literally no other, or if there are other coins like it, there's very few of them because these are either one-off type and when the coins come out of the collar and they're shifted around and it's double struck, they're probably the attendants to the press are probably on top of it almost immediately. So there might be one or two more, but this is a rare coin. And you know what makes it such a beautiful coin is that there is good detail in both of the knights riding their horses. Just love the coin. I'm going to flip it over now and let you take a look at the reverse. Even the reverse has good detail. You see that centimos that's double struck there on the right side of the coin? Excellent detail. So yes, errors do occur. Sometimes there are people in training, sometimes they're trying to set the press up properly with the right pressure and everything so that the coin can be produced in large numbers. But from time to time, errors do happen. And of course, the coin collecting community love that because we actually are then able to add new specimens to our collection. Okay, I'm going to switch off the camera view here. Come back to me. I believe it's this camera view. Is it? Nope, wrong camera view. I've got 3 cameras I'm working with and the coin microscope. So when I switch through the views, sometimes I get them confused, right? All right, I'm going to pull this one out and set it aside. And we're going to get to the double die. Now, the double die is, you can clearly see the separation. However, it's not as pronounced as some of the other double dies that I've already shown you. So I'm going to switch to the small camera next to my right here or to my left. And we're going to move that one out of the way. And we're going to bring this one in. Now this one is a coin from Colombia. Okay. Can't really see it all that well because of the plastic. I'm going to take it out of the plastic now, and hopefully I will not drop it like I did the others. It comes out of the carrier. This one is 10 centavos, and it's from Colombia. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly flash it up here before I put it under the coin microscope. Not, can't see it really well, having trouble to focus it. And of course, I dropped it. So I'm going to be very careful, and I'm going to put it under the coin microscope right now, and we're going to switch it immediately to that view. And it's a beautiful coin when you see it under the coin microscope. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? Now, I will tell you that there's doubling, and because of the reflection off of the silver color, you can't see it really well just yet. And I know you don't want to play peekaboo with the coins. Let me see if I can focus it a little bit better, because that doesn't serve the collection very well. But I'm going to point out here, and we'll move in a little closer. There's doubling on the O's and the C. There is some doubling up here in the E, but look at this O right here and the M. So while we're in the camera, the coin microscope view, I'm going to lower it. I'm going to refocus it several times. Yes, clearly you can see the doubling now. So this is pronounced doubling, but not as pronounced as some of the other coins where there was really good separation between the letters on the doubling or the features that were doubled and that doubled die. So starting up around here and coming down around to the B and the I perhaps a little bit. So let me lower it a little bit more. We're going to get it in focus. Yes. We're going to bring it down a little bit more, rotate it a bit. Yes, and you can clearly see that doubling. Beautiful, isn't it? And actually, you can see that the minting of the O's, like one O dropped beneath the other O as it was minted. So this coin is actually going in to Annex also to be certified to become part of my collection. I've promised you, and I will do this in the not too distant future. I have a spreadsheet, but I'm going to create a graphic that shows a map of the world and all the coins that are in my collection so far for the United Nations doubled die collection. Now, here's an interesting feature. This coin not only is a doubled die averse, it has a grease error on the reverse. The T in centavos is almost obliterated. Interesting. So when something gets between the image on the die and the planchet itself, such as grease, and it comes down, that grease will flow and obliterate or obscure some of the features in the die. Sometimes if it's a hard object, that object will be pressed into the coin and remain in the coin, like there are wires that have been done that way. Very interesting examples. Some of them will be pressed into the planchet, and then when the press releases, that debris or whatever it was will be released, and it will not remain in the planchet. In this particular case, I think we can be fairly confident that it was grease that caused this obliteration or obscuration, if that's a word, of the T. So this is a really unique coin. There may have been tens of millions, if not hundreds of millions of this coin minted, but there's only one of a kind here. One coin that is a doubled die and a grease error. Now, even if they didn't clear out the grease and they minted several other coins, they're going to be different because that grease, when it's pressed, will flow. And so any subsequent coins minted after that will have a different type of grease error on it. So once again, I'm very enamored with this coin. I'm going to flip it back over and show you the double die and let you take a look there. All right, guys and gals, I think that's it for today. While the boss lady, Miss Empire, plays the music, we'll leave this up and let you take a look. And I'm sure she's got a few more thoughts to convey to you. Take care, be careful out there, and as always, all the best.